Hello and welcome to the Long Branch Public Schools Future Ready Summit. This session is titled Phonemic Awareness. My name is Megan Kavanaugh. I'm a kindergarten teacher at the George L. Katchenbaum School in Long Branch, New Jersey. You can also follow me at KinderCavs. Let's get started. The purpose of today's session is to explore ways to engage early learners in phonemic awareness activities throughout the day. Some very practical, easy to use ways today. It's critical for our young learners to learn how to manipulate and distinguish sounds within spoken words so that they can be successful readers in the future. Phonemic awareness is playing with sounds to strengthen those beginning reading skills. So before phonics can be taught, phonemic awareness is essential. The pathway from phonemic awareness to phonics is a sequential pathway. It's like a trajectory. So we start with awareness of spoken words, move to syllables, to onsets and rhymes, and to individual sounds in words. So we need to make sure we clarify the difference between what phonemic awareness is and what phonics is. So phonemic awareness, you'll see the use of Elkonin boxes, students using their arms or hands to break down sounds in words. It is auditory word pattern or rhyme matching. It's all auditory. You need your ears. Your eyes can be shut to do almost all of the activities. When we're talking about phonics, we're talking a sound to symbol correspondence. It's visual, so you need your eyes plus your ears. So you'll see visual word pattern identification and environment. You help students make connections to word patterns with secret decoders, boxing patterns, highlighting, etc. That is not our focus today. However, we are going to work on the building blocks, which are the phonemic awareness activities. So there's levels of phonemic awareness, these building blocks. So we start with level 1, rhythm and rhyme, level 2, parts of a word, level 3, sequence of sounds, level 4, separation of sounds, and level 5, manipulation of sounds. We're going to touch on each of these levels, and I'm going to show you easy to use activities that you can do tomorrow in your classroom. I want to touch base and connect here to the ELA scope and sequence. This scaffold of skills is our trajectory from fall to spring, and I have just the section on phonemic awareness and phonological skills. These skills are a progression, but you can scaffold down, scaffold up, depending on your child's zone of proximal development. So if you know that your child is not yet hearing those medial sounds, you're going to focus on medial sounds, and then you would look at the next step going forward. So let's start with our level 1, rhythm and rhyme, and levels of phonemic awareness. So rhythm and rhyme, we need to hear, identify, and be able to produce similar word patterns, which is like rhyming, sound matching. We need to be able to listen for and detect spoken syllables, which is syllable counting. So let's take a quick look at an activity where we are identifying and producing rhymes.
So we're going to do a rhyming song. Freddy Frog had a what? Let's try it. Freddy Frog had a log, had a log. Freddy Frog had a log. He stayed and played all day. Frog, log. Both say ah. Excellent.
What I like about an activity like this is that we're able to allow students to produce rhymes that are ready to produce rhymes, but you're also able to assist the children who are not ready to produce rhyme, but they can identify the rhyme and they can sing along and repeat the rhyme. The next activity I have here is a mystery question. Mystery questions can be used at any grade level. They're a great formative assessment. You can assess any skill. All you need is children's name cards, some picture cards, some Elkonin boxes. This is a mystery rhyme. So this mystery rhyme, we have 3 picture cards. The top one is brain. We have bone and train. We want to know what the rhyming match for brain is. So is it brain bone or brain train? And the children are quickly able to work with a partner, their study buddy, or they can do this independently, saying the words together and deciding which rhyme. I also have a helpful tool I'm going to show you. This is a rhyme match mediator card. So the first box is an onset box. This is a mystery letter. And the second box is the rhyme. For example, if I was going to break down the word cat, k, at, the onset is k, and the rhyme is at. And notice I'm touching the blue section as I say at. So there's a visual cue to help us identify that rhyme. So if I gave students two words, cat and cot, and I would say thumbs up if it rhymes, thumbs down if it didn't. So let's try k, at, k, ot. What's in the blue? Did it match? Let's try it over here. K, at, k, ot. And the students would notice, no, it's blue and red. It doesn't match, thumbs down. A lot of times children make that association of initial sound, that onset match, and we have to explain it. That is not the rhyme, but this is a great visual way to go through it. So let's move on. And here's another resource we can use, rhyming riddles. Children in the early childhood level, kindergarten, first, second grade, even preschool, love rhymes. So sometimes I do a rhyme a day. These ones happen to, riddle a day, I mean. Riddles and rhymes are a lot of fun together. Number one, I light up the sky and I rhyme with fun. Okay, the answer to that rhyme is obviously sun, and I would say fun, sun, both say, and they would identify the word pattern, un. You can have them do this in partners. If they have like a partner on the carpet, we call them study buddies. That's a great way to do rhyming riddles. The next resource I have for you here is called Rhyming Sentences. I like these because these force the students to produce a rhyme. It's not just identifying a rhyme. Producing rhyme is definitely more challenging than identifying rhyme. The clumsy ox tripped over the, and there's many options, box, fox, rocks. And I like that there's different variations and different students are going to have different answers. And again, this is something I like to do in partners on the carpet as a whole group activity. I've also added in here the word patterns for rhyming, for doing rhyming families. So these are all the short vowel word patterns for rhyming. And the next slide here for you is the long vowel word patterns for rhyming. This is just a great resource to have in front of you when you're playing rhyming games. The next level of phonemic awareness, level 2, is parts of a word. That's identifying the onset and the rhyme, kind of like we did on that mediator card, but this is syllable splitting. I'm going to show you a video of me leading the syllable splitting with the class.
Trick. Excellent. Here's another one. When I say shh, you say ah. Shh. Shh. Here, I have another one. When I say turn, you say e. Turn, e. Turn, e. What's the word? Tree. Tree, like our tree house. Excellent. All right. Let me see if I can trick you. No. When I say cool, you say if. Cool. Cool. What's the word? Yeah, like our cool. Excellent.
So you can see I got it more advanced. I went more advanced at the end and I added in some more blends. The blends are definitely harder for syllable splitting. And then you can also blend individual sounds to form words, phoneme blending. This is also called sometimes say it fast. So if I said g, what's the word? Frog. That's blending individual sounds to form a word, also known as say it fast. Level 3 of phonemic awareness is sequence of sounds. So sequence of sounds is identifying where a given sound is heard in a word. This is also called approximation. And then it's also being able to identify the beginning sound, the middle sound, and the ending sounds of a word. This is called phoneme isolation. Let's remember that first children hear that initial sound, then they hear the ending sound, and then they hear the middle sound. So that's the trajectory for hearing sounds. So I'm going to show you a middle sound activity in our